What's up, YouTube? My name is Eleisha Everett, and I want to say thank you so much for clicking over onto my video. We will be learning what are some practical things that you need to do before you even think about growing your online presence and growing your business online. So by the end of this video, you'll learn about the 3 things that you need to establish before you begin to grow your business online. Number 1, the first thing you need to establish is getting clarity on your business goals and nail down your key messaging. There's nothing worse, and I've been there. Hear me when I say this. But when you just show up, you're like, oh, I want to grow my business online. I just want to do these things. So you get out there, you just start trying stuff, right? Because people say, oh, just post, just post. Well, just posting is not a strategy to grow your online business. But what you do need to do is get clear on who is your audience. Who are you actually talking to? What pain points are you targeting? And what are the things that they're actually saying? When it comes down to your key messaging, some of the things that you want to do and make sure you're doing intentionally is using the exact same language your target audience is using. So here's an example. You are my target audience because you want to grow your online business. But some of the languages that I've heard and some of the terminology and all of that I have been seeing and hearing through conversations is it's burnout. I hear, I don't know what to post. I don't know when to post. I don't know where to post. How do I even do this in between running a business? I hear all of those things. And so that is part of my key messaging when I'm having a conversation with a business owner whose goal is to grow their online presence and to grow their business online. I'm going to be speaking specifically to those things because those are the conversations that we're having already, anyways. So if I go ahead and attack that head on in my messaging in the way that I show up online, then I'm already a step or two ahead of what it is that they need. And they will see and they will also sense, hey, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm going through. So that's number 1. Number 2, you need to establish how you're going to show up online. It's one thing to say, I want to grow my business online. It's another thing to determine how you're actually going to do that. That strategy. You're going to hear a lot of people say, you should post on Instagram, for example, 3-5 times a week. Well, that's tactics. That's not a content strategy to build your online presence, and it's not a strategy to build your online business. So, in order to establish a strategy, you first have to know what's your messaging. We just talked about that. You've got to know, okay, what business goal are we actually trying to work towards? We just talked about that. But to determine how you're going to show up online and when and where and all of those things, you've got to determine, well, how do I like to show up online? How do I like to get information? And then you want to know, okay, so how does my audience like to show up online? What are the places that they're already existing in? And you have to be in those places. We often talk about having omnipresence, right? So, omnipresence is one of those things where I'll give you an example in real estate. I'm going to market myself. So, usually, real estate agents or investors, what they're doing is they're running ads, right? They're running ads. They want you to click on it, or any business, they want you to click on their link. So, you click on the link. Once you click on the link and you sign up for whatever it is that you signed up for, then what they're going to do is follow up with an email. They're going to follow up with a text message. They're going to follow up with a phone call. They're going to follow up with a mailer that comes straight to your house that might even, I don't know, WhatsApp you. I don't know. But the goal of that is so that they have omnipresence. Omnipresence means you're everywhere, or maybe it's not all at once. Maybe it's on a cadence, however you want to do that. But when it comes to building an online presence, for you to do that across 7 platforms, it's exhausting. So what I like to say is you have to determine, where does your audience show up, and you need to show up there. There's no need to try to bring them over onto a new platform, and they have no interest in that platform, but what they need is what you provide. So why not go ahead and remove that barrier and exist in the same places that they're existing? So if you're existing in the same places that they are already existing, that, my friend, feels like omnipresence. Let's call it pseudo presence, pseudo omnipresence. Pseudo omnipresence means it feels like you're everywhere, but really, You are strategically everywhere that your audience exists. So when they go to Instagram or when they go to TikTok or when they go to LinkedIn or when they go to YouTube, it's like, dang, this person is everywhere that I go. They're everywhere online. No, they're everywhere online that you are online. So that first you need to establish, how am I going to show up online? Will it be one platform, two, three, four? Are you going to do all 7 places or more? Because I mean, social platforms are coming out all the time. Are you going to chase every social platform that drops lemonade? Lemonade probably doesn't even make sense for most of you. Why? Because a lot of your audience isn't there. But if you choose Instagram, well, is your audience actually on Instagram or is it really LinkedIn? You've got to think about who your target audience is and what it is that they're looking for and what is their search intent. We'll talk all about that, but you have to meet them where they are. And number 3, consistency. Whatever you choose to do, you have to be consistent at it. It's not going to happen overnight. And I don't care what any guru says, it will not happen overnight. You can have 100,000 followers and make $0 in sales. But you can also have 100 followers and make $10,000 in sales, depending on what your offer is. Is it a low ticket offer? Is it a high ticket offer? Is it a mid tier ticket offer? You've got to determine those things. But do not get caught up in the vanity metrics. You need to be consistent in a way that works best for you. You have to be energized when you show up online. You have to be excited to share your knowledge when you show up online. You have to be excited to give that solution to your target audience. We're all in business for one reason, to enhance someone's life or to solve a problem that they have. So, what are you showing up for? Whatever that is, you need to make sure you're excited about it and you have joy when you do it. Honestly, you're not always going to want to show up. That's just real. That's being human. But at the end of the day, if you want to grow your online presence and grow your online business, you have to have a system to support that goal. You've got to have a system that scales. And you are a business owner. You know all about systems that scale. It's the exact same thing for growing your online presence and for growing your online business. If you take nothing else from this video, I want you to remember this. To grow your online presence and to grow your online business, you have to be authentic in whatever it is that you do. Because if you try to show up like the other business owner that you've been creeping on Instagram, if you try to do the exact same things that they do and it doesn't work, then you're going to say, oh, well, it's not possible for me to grow my online business. How about this? Grow your online business by being authentic and true to who you are so that you can meet the people who are out there for you. There are some people who are looking for a solution and they've not yet found it because you haven't showed up yet. So you need to show up online because your audience is out there waiting for you. My question is, are you actually going to show up so they can find you? Okay. If you want to get more into this, I will be sharing another video where we really dive into these 3 steps and I'll give you some practical tips and advice. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell and give me a thumbs up because I want to make sure this is resonating with you. But I am so excited to bring you along in this journey as I continue to walk you through how to grow your online business and how to grow your online presence in a way that does not burn you out and you can be completely true and authentic to who you are. Until then, my friend, I will see you in the next one.